Hello everybody, welcome back to another Warpath video. It's me, Static. Now, I got something I want to say. Now, here's the thing. So, I don't want to do too many of these videos because I don't really like, the style that they're made and the content within. However, I feel like it's pretty important for personal growth. And I have a pretty good example of it right now. If you look, let's do a few break down my account really quick and the basic things, such as you'll see my command center is level 30. My power currently is 22.5 million power. I have a city title. I'm in the #1 alliance. Couple of the things you notice about my account right away. I've got a skin. I've got a really good troop setup. This is basically what like late game setup should look like. Once you hit level 200 units, and get your 7.2s. This is what everybody should have. You have your tanking unit, your super heavy. You have your artilleries, your American and your martyrs, or I guess your American and your Soviets. And then you also need your ATG for tank penetration when you get hit. And then I have my lights. Some people do another artillery. Some people do mediums. It really depends. That fifth unit's flexible. Anyways, so when you think like that, right? You have this. You see my account. You're like, okay, that's a pretty good setup. This account, I think, is only 3 months old, 3.5 maybe. It's not that old. And the power that it is now, I wanted to take this account and compare it to my account in server 2, which, by the way, there are many variables that go into my server 2 account. It being that it was made when this game first came out. We're gonna go switch to it right now. So it was made when this game first released from the beta, and it released publicly. So power is such a different thing. So you'll notice this account, I haven't played it for about half a year, but this account I played for about a year. You'll see it's a level 31, right? CC level 31, 15.6 million. I can't train troops because if you look at the top right, anyways, but I do have some pretty, big troops. I have, my tanking unit, but it's a heavy, not a super heavy. I have my American and my Soviet artillery. I have my ATG, and this I use the mediums instead of lights. On this account, I never got lights. I never got light tanks. But the growth is the difference. The amount of time, like if I were to train these troops back, I would have to say maybe I would be 23 to 25 mil. I'm not too sure since I haven't been able to train troops since this power update. I hit 20 mil. That's like the last one I hit, but it's been so long, my all-time power just stayed 15.6. Anyways, so when we look at this account, we're like, okay, this is level 31. When the average power is, well, I'm not even the top 1,000, but if we go down, keep going, goes so far that even the top 500 is still almost 70 million power. So the average power, I would have to say, would be maybe 50 to 60 mil currently in here, and I'm like 20. I'm where my server 29 account is. But why is that? Why is my server 29 account so much, not, I wouldn't say so much bigger, but why is it close to it in power? And not only that, but I've spent significantly less on my 29 account. I'll get into how much I spent later. First, we're gonna focus on why am I in this situation? Why do I have so much negative gold, right? Why do I have only level 31? I don't have any 7.2s. I don't all this stuff. Main reason was because I quit after I got negative gold. But why is that? Why did I decide to go negative gold and ruin this account forever? So there are quite a few things that went into this server 2. I don't know if anyone knows about server 2. Very big about its drama. Server 2 is very dramatic when it comes to I don't want to do the survey. When it comes to fights, you know, they try to have a friendly war, whatever, to pass time by. It never works out. It didn't even work out when I was active on this server. It's just a shit show. All right. But the biggest thing for this account is because it all starts with the alliance you first joined. Now, if you have been following me since I've started Warpath, you'll know that I started this game, I made my own alliance, and I was like, I literally just, I put a message in the world chat that said, hey, join my alliance. I put one message. I said, hey, join my alliance, and it was called Army of Assassins, AOA. That was, I can't believe I remember that. I can't even remember what the fuck I had for breakfast this morning. I didn't eat. Anyway, but I can remember my first alliance was AOA, Army of Assassins, and I went to sleep. I woke up. It was full. We were the number 2 alliance in the server. Or sorry, not the server. In the city. Which we had just started that server. So, you know, I really didn't know what it was. So I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. Anyways, I would kind of want to just produce shit and see how high I can go. I mean, I can keep powering up. I'll just never be able to, you know, use my troops. Like, if you really think about it, I'm still able to farm. I'm still able to produce stuff, you know. So, I can max my buildings, but it's just not worth it. Anyways, AOA turned into some other shit. And we were the number 1 alliance in our city until we hit level 2 cities. And I was like, damn, we're not that big. We were, you know, we were in the top, but we were not that big. And anyways, I don't want to bore you with a history lesson, because that's also not why I started this video. Ooh, packs. So, anyways, my overall theme I'm trying to tell you guys here is it's all about the alliance you join. Because my alliance was not, I don't know if you know a player by the name Das. I still know how to fucking say it. I don't know if it's Bios or Bijos, whatever. But Das, he was the whale of server 2, as well as Tree God. But he was in my alliance, and he left to go to XYT after Hunter invited him. And I got invited to join XYT as well, which was known as the Whale Alliance. And I said no. I rejected him, and I was like, you know, fuck that. I don't want to go with your alliance. I have my own alliance. You know, we're pretty strong, all that shit. So, I never really got a good chance to join an alliance with, like, a lot of gifts, because in my alliance, I was buying a lot of the packs. So now that we've, you know, compared both accounts a little bit, let's dive into the amount of money that was spent. Now, my server 2 account is really complicated because it's been through every single update that this game has seen since the release of the public version. So when I say that, I mean it never had planes until the plane update. It never had the power, what do you call it? Like the expanded barracks. It used to be 4 to 6 or 7 or whatever units per march. Now it's, you know, in the 20s and 30s and all that stuff. And now it's even getting to the 40s with the troop expansion buffs. But the biggest thing is all the updates that my server 2 account has seen. It's just really hard to put exactly where the growth, was stunted. Although being in XYT would have helped me a lot. I think it's easier to be 20 million now than it was on my server 2 account. However, that doesn't mean that, I couldn't have been even bigger. So let's go into the amount of money I've spent. And I'm only going to release this because I've told a few people, but I'm only going to release it because I want to show people how big of a difference it makes when you spend your money in an alliance, like ours, versus one of the a smaller alliance, or maybe an alliance that doesn't spend very much, which is fine, but it's just the maximum growth. You want maximum growth for your account. So, server 2 account, like I said, there's a lot of things that went into. You got to take into consideration. So when I give you this number, I don't want you to think, oh, this guy like doesn't know how to spend his money, right? And like packs. It's just a lot of stuff went into it. So I kind of stopped keeping track, but the last number I can remember is about $7,500. Now I did refund about 600 of it, and that's what the negative is. So we're gonna say around we're gonna say $7,000 is what I've spent on the server 2 account. I did spend pretty bad. I bought almost every pack I could. It was awful. However, the thing is, I was not in a great alliance. I was not in a big alliance. So if I had done that, dude, I would probably be one of the bigger accounts. If I had joined XYT and spent that much money, I would probably be one of the bigger guys. But I didn't, and I decided to go with the group of rebellions or whatever. There's always that group. Anyways, so take that number, 7,000, and let's see how much I've spent on this account. Now, these are all estimations. Estimate, that's not a fucking word. These are estimates. However, they're pretty close to what I have spent, so they're not too far off. So this account has spent anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500. I'm gonna say more on the 12 side. I don't think I've hit 15 quite yet. I haven't spent in probably a month. The last thing I bought was these, and that's $60 a month. So, and then I'll buy the monthly packs too as well, but I don't really buy daily special stuff or any of these anymore, at least. But you take that into consideration. Let's look at my tech, right? My industry, currently almost maxed. Military, we're getting there. And then everything else is pretty shitty, I'll be honest. I'm really behind in tech. I tried doing the advanced combat, and then I realized it takes the contribution badges as well. And I don't know too much about this tech tree, but I feel like doing the city honors, maxing that first should be your goal. Basic city defense, don't even worry about that till your industry and military are maxed. Well, maybe not military. That takes a while. But try to get your industry and city honors maxed before you really start working on the other stuff. I don't know. That was a tactic when on my server 2 account. I don't know if that's how it is now. I really don't know anything about the tech trees. And if I'm being honest, nor do I really care. So, it's all going to get maxed out in the end. Oh, look, everybody has my profile picture. How cute. Oh, shit. Okay, but here's the thing. Right? 22.5 mil in 3 months. That's not terrible. You know, I'm in the top 250. You know, so at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it's not really about how much you spend. It's about how you're gonna set yourself up in the long run. And I've been trying to tell a lot of people that, and they don't understand. Not that they don't understand it, they don't understand it like I do. You know, when someone like me has spent as much money as I have on this fucking game, and they're seeing little growth, it's sad. You know, so basically what I'm saying is get yourself into a good alliance. You know, I'm not saying LOB is the only good alliance. We have plenty of big alliances, right? There are plenty of alliances to choose from. Even KS, you know, they have the whales. They have the whales. Gred, Bio, Scarface, Prime is also here, but he's not like here in that alliance. But he's also with them. Jackson's technically with them. Whatever, I don't really know. But don't fuck up your account just for a little bit of like dignity or whatever. Go all the way, man, because I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, so I just thought I'd show it to let's look at this tech tree one more time, right? Get that in your noggin. And we're gonna look at this one because I want to try to help people, you know. And I'm not too great at this game, so I feel like the way I can help people is try to help them avoid the mistakes that they made or, you know, may make. Here's my tech tree. Industry, not even close. You know, it's like 10 off. Military is a lot bigger. I focus on military a lot. This wasn't even a thing when I quit the account. This had just come out, you know. But we got our industry. You know, still needed all that. Military, I was pretty close to level 200 units. Not gonna lie. This is pretty close. But of course, this needs to go to 10. Fuck that. Oh god, this is just so much tech, and I used so much gold. I want to say probably about 1 million gold. Speeding up tech researches. I'm not kidding. I would say it's close to 1 million gold was spent doing these tech researches and speeding them up. So I did spend a lot of gold. I spent so much gold speeding up the building materials, speeding up tech. You know, buying enough resources to upgrade, you know, my buildings. Too much gold went to that. Oh, I don't know if you saw, but my VIP was 12. Yeah, VIP level 12, $7,000 gone into it. $1,300 gone into this. VIP 13. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm 13 after 3 months. That account is 12 after almost a year. Yeah, it's insane. So I may hit 15 before Moscow. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it might happen, you know. Be careful. I might hit VIP 15 before Moscow, which is in like 2 months or so. Anyways, I'll probably end the video here. It's a little bit of a longer video, 20 minutes, but in this game, you know, you don't get to do shit quick. You know, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying at this point. So with all of that being said, fuck yourself. Static is out.